Welcome to week 4. Last week we looked at chapters 4 and 5 and discussed programs, apps, and threats. Hopefully you got a clear understanding of how to use data. The purpose of the data is and how to secure it was a part of this chapter. This week we're going to look at chapter 6, exploring the computers. We're going to look at what happens when you turn your computer on. What's inside the case? So many times we have no idea what happens when we press that on button or when we press the save button. This chapter goes into detail discussing the parts of the computer and their purpose. The most important part of the computer is what's called the processor or the CPU. I call this the brain of the computer. The reason I call it the brain of the computer is because it controls everything. So if something tends to break down and your CPU goes bad, then you have some major problems. So that's why I call it the brain of the computer. Lastly, chapter 6 is going to discuss various types of processors and what they do. The chapter then takes a quick shift to discuss cloud computing. But let me go back for a second and discuss the types of processors. There are numerous types of processors on the market. Some are slower than others, some are quicker, some are more expensive. So in this chapter, you want to pay very close attention to what each processor has to offer. And also, I'm going to take a quick shift. The chapter takes a quick shift to discuss cloud computing and the cost-saving factor. Some of you have already used the cloud and you may not understand what you've totally used it. You may use it for social media, so different things. And we'll talk about saving to the cloud. What actually happens? Clouds are not as secure. However, there are some security levels that relate to the cloud, and we'll talk about those. After that, I will see you in the classroom. Welcome to week 4.